All right, ICD-10 JJ-10A, page 344, exercise 15. This is a level 2 exercise and reads like this.
Encounter for in vitro fertilization, IVF. Infertility due to obstructed fallopian tube.
All right, I'm going to read it again. Encounter for in vitro fertilization, IVF. The infertility is due to obstructed fallopian tube. Okay, that's a problem. We need the ICD-10 code for this. We're going to count to 3, so you can pause the video and give us the ICD-10 code. 1, 2, 3. All right, the answer is 2 codes, Z31.83 and N97.1. This is a level 2, remember, so if you didn't get the 2 codes right, it's okay. It's kind of hard. Okay, but if you got it, then congratulations, just go to the next video. If you didn't get it, let's give you a couple of tips. First tip.
Level 2 difficulty. There are 2 codes.
2 codes, not just 1, 2 codes. Tip number 2.
Start with encounter for the first code.
For the first code, in the index, start with encounter, right? Tip number 3.
Beware that in tabular there is a note.
And we express that note in the path, in the description, and the way that we write the path with 2 asterisks, right? Asterisk and then a text and then close the asterisk. What does this note say?
It's for an additional code to identify the type of infertility.
It says you need an additional code to identify the type of infertility. That's how you get
the second code.
The second code. So you start with infertility for the second code, okay? And now the 4th tip.
Only females have fallopian tubes.
Although this is obvious, but just remember that only females have fallopian tubes. So there's some way in that path that you have to put female. It doesn't say in the problem it's a female, but it says but it's due to fallopian tubes. So it is because of the female. All right. So with these steps, you should be able to get the path already to the answers. The answers you already know. The answers are Z31.83 and N97.1. Now we need you to give us the path to the answers, how we got to those answers, okay? So we're going to count to 3 so you can give us the path to the answers. You can pause it and then give us the path. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's read the whole summary of the problem. The problem is an encounter for in vitro fertilization, IVF, and the infertility is due to obstructed fallopian tube. Let's start with the code first, the code 1. The code 1 through the index is found like this.
First you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to encounter.
You start with encounter.
Then go to in vitro fertilization cycle.
In vitro fertilization cycle, and what is that?
C31.83.
C31.83. That's the code that they give you in the index. So you got to check this with the tabular. So in the tabular, the code 1 through the tabular is found like this.
First you go to tabular.
Go to tabular.
Then you go to Z31.
You start with C31. What's C31?
Encounter for procreative management.
Encounter for procreative management. Okay, and then?
Z31.
8, right?
Yeah.
Because the other ones are specific things that have nothing to do with in vitro fertilization. So that's why this is an other, right? You're gonna find it here because you don't find it in the previous ones. So that's why we have to choose other, and then keep going.
C31.83.
You find there
in vitro fertilization.
And there is where you find the note that says
use additional code to identify type of infertility.
Infertility, right? So the equal sign at the end of this is because we already double checked the first code, but because of the note, we have to go to the tabular or go to the index, right? Start with the index to find the type of infertility. So the code number 2 through the index is found like this.
First you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to infertility.
Go to infertility.
And you go to female.
Go to female, because the infertility can be because it's caused because of the female or the male, right? Now, according to the text, it says because of the fallopian tubes. And we told you in our tips that only females have fallopian tubes, so it has to be female, right? And then
due to fallopian tube anomaly.
Fallopian tube anomaly, right? And what's that code?
N97.1.
N97.1. So we're going to check this second code with the tabular. So the code number 2 through the tabular is found like this.
First you go to tabular.
Go to tabular.
Then you go to N97.
You start with the first 3 characters always. N97, what is that?
Female infertility.
Female infertility. And then in 987.1, do you find any keywords that we need?
Tubal occlusion.
Occlusion, because occlusion is obstruction, right? So tubal occlusion is the reason why we're choosing this code. So the equal sign means we double check this code. So the answer is Z31.83 and N97.1. Okay? Thanks for watching, and please visit our website.